Good afternoon and welcome to the channel. So today we're going to have a look at a pipe that I received from my brother as a New Year gift. If you watch my video on that I recorded in Brighton on the south coast of England and then part in Manchester, so I did mention that, I'm not sure if I mentioned in that video actually, but I mentioned in the video afterwards on the Wilson of Shorrow, the Majestic, that I met up with my brother at my sister's place in Manchester and we had a blast of a time. It was really, really nice. But one of the things that he gave me was the pipe that we're going to talk about today, Peterson pipe. But what's different about this one is twofold. One, it's the first 9mm pipe of Peterson that I've got. Savinelli, I bought quite a few 9mm that I reviewed on this channel. 9mm filter, that is. I've got quite a few LCS Briars 9mm and other artisan pipe makers 9mm, Savinelli mainly. But Peterson, all non-filtered. So when my brother saw this one, the Peterson 2024, he said, you know, I'm gonna get me. He's gonna get me the same type of shape, rather not shape, the more the exterior look, you know, the finish on the ball. This type of that I enjoy so much holding, and it feels so comfortable, and I do very much. It just brings out the beauty of the briar. Although when it's smooth, yeah, you see the grain better. But I love this look. I love this type of finish, rustication. It is really, really nice. So he bought me a Peterson that has got two parts to it that I never tried. One, it's a 9mm filtered, and second, it's a P-lip. Now, I never had a P-lip Peterson pipe before, so it'll be very interesting to try it out and to see what I think of it. So this is the pipe. So what we're going to do is I took a close-up when I first got it. Now this video, I'm not sure when it's going to be uploaded to the channel because I've got quite a few videos waiting in queue to be published, but we'll see regardless. But it was given to me just before the new year of 2025, so that was the end of December 2024. So let's have a look at the close-up I've done, and then I will also show you, I took this pipe to show you the differences in size. This is substantially bigger, and this is of course the Sherlock Holmes Rusticated Professor. You can see here the full title of this pipe. It's a substantial pipe. And so you can watch the close-up and we'll come back on top, we'll smoke it. Looking forward to see what is this P-lip all about, and also Peterson filtered. So see you right after the close-up. So let's have a quick look at the Peterson Sherlock Holmes Rusticated Professor P-lip 9mm. So here we are. So let's open the box, and inside you'll see a suede. It's like a suede sock, and the usual guarantee of excellence, and a silver polished cloth that actually is very handy. No adapter, but there is in here a filter. So let's have a look at the pipe, shall we? And here we are. This is a substantial pipe. Now here you can see the resemblance to the Peterson 2024 pipe. You can see yeah, it's very, very similar. In fact, it's nearly identical, but just much bigger. But obviously this pipe is a different type of pipe. This is a P-lip 9mm. This is a non-filtered with army mounted stem. But the briar finish is basically identical. And look how beautiful it looks when it's so much bigger. And you can see the difference between them. Yeah. It's a big pipe. But not too big, you know, just right. But you can see the difference. Yeah, now the copper does darken very quickly. I think quicker than silver, to be honest. But I cleaned it for this video, and honestly, when I got this first time I looked at it, it was fairly patinaed. It was darkened, and I cleaned it just for this close-up. Yeah, so this is one price you got to pay if it really bothers you when your silver bands are not fully shiny. So let's have a quick look. As you can see, it is a fairly robust, bulbous, very comfortable to hold. It is a decent sized bowl, and you got these red highlights everywhere, and this is so gorgeous. You can get them also in smooth, but I think this just brings it out a bit more, in my opinion, but it's really personal taste. And here you got Peterson, Sherlock Holmes, Professor, made in Ireland, and on the band itself you got the emblem of Sherlock Holmes right here. And over here it says Peterson with the markings of the sterling silver. And where did I see it says Professor? Can't remember. I've seen it somewhere on the band. Well, maybe it's not on the band. Maybe I thought I saw it in the band. I don't want to waste time on it. It's very difficult to see. But anyway, it says here, Professor. Yeah, so this is a P-lip. As we can see, that hole in your stem is in the top. And the bit is sealed off. These mark very, very quickly. From teeth marks, so it's best really to put a bit that I'm going to put on. So let's quickly bring on the screen the measurements for this one. So the shape is a bent billiard, and the length is 138. The weight is 85. It's not a light pipe, but because of the shape, it should be a perfect chin hanger. Bowl height 56, chamber depth 45. Now I don't want to stick my finger in it because I put in honey, and I'll show it to you. I brought a torch in a minute. So it's 45, it's quite a depth. Diameter is 20, outside diameter is 44. Stem material is vulcanite, filter 9mm, and rusticated finish. Material briar, of course, and it's made in Ireland. And if we undo the stem, we can see that they give you a filter. Now let's have a look inside here. I need to see if you can see it. You see where the hole is? It's sort of on the top, and a similar bit to the system pipes by Peterson. So the moisture sort of accumulates in the bottom. Yeah. I'm not very professional pipe. I don't know. Yeah, it looks to me like it's made like Peterson, usual, good quality, precise. Yeah, here we are. And the bowl is coated with a nice layer of honey. I wonder if you can see that. Yeah. I always do that before I start a new pipe, start smoking a new pipe. And I recorded a video on the reasoning behind it, but in a nutshell, it's traps the ash to the walls of the bowl and just aids the carbon cake quicker. But in all honesty, if you smoke the pipe, that's the only way to actually build a carbon cake. Smoke it a few times from top to bottom, and yeah, no time you'll see a carbon cake. So this is a close-up on the Peterson Professor Sherlock Holmes Professor. Yeah, really nice. Right, so here we are. So now I need to decide which blend to smoke on it. So when I decide, I'll finish off this video. But for you, it'll be just 1 second, and I'll see you back on top. Right, while you're watching the close-up, I already loaded the bowl with delicious leaf, and I'll show you which blend I'm going to smoke it on. I was debating which one, and then I decided to go for this one, the Rattray's Old Gary, which is a delicious Kentucky, Perique and Virginia. Now, I have got it in this mason jar. This is a sealed tin. I've got quite a few of these. This is one of my favorite blends. I really enjoy it. Yeah, this is a delicious blend, and it comes in sort of cut flake type of cut. So I didn't want, because this pipe is brand new, I didn't want to just fold it and shove it into the bowl. I shredded it. It should really fill up the bowl, you know, because I haven't broken it in yet. So therefore it is more advisable when it's a brand new pipe, especially when you got the honey in it, to shred it, not ribbon, you know, but pieces. This will fill up the bowl just below the rim, and smoke it all the way down. So it looks like this, really. Yeah. So it is a 9mm filter in here, the same filter that I got it from Peterson. There's no point changing it. It's a perfectly good filter. And I also put a rubber bit at the end, because these vulcanite stems really scratch easy. So it's advisable if you care about your stem. If you don't, yeah. And yeah, so let's give this a go. Right, using my Peterson lighter, of course, as well. I got it from my son-in-law, and yeah, here we are. This is the perfect lighter to light this kind of pipe, because you can really direct it into the bowl without burning the beautiful rim here. This is a delicious blend. I reviewed this in full in the past, quite some time ago actually. Let me just take a tissue. Yeah, we need a few attempts. You can hear the sizzling of the honey. It doesn't really give you a honey note in the smoke, but as I said in the close-up, the purpose with the honey is. I noticed one thing now. Because of the shape. Oh, the smoke does get into your eye. Now, I have to get used to that, see how we overcome that, because I do feel it's going into my right eye. So I might not be able to clench it rather than hold it with a bit of an angle. Now, what about this filter? Let's talk about that first. First of all, It is a very smooth draw, a joy. Really smooth, and it takes away any heat or harshness from the blend. Yeah, I'm becoming a bit of a fan of the 9mm filtered pipes. But the clenching is, even though this weighs, what did we say, 80 gram or so, 85 gram, it still feels comfortable in your mouth because the shape, it's a chin hanger. The only thing I gotta worry about now is the smoke getting into my eyes, like a bit of a nose warmer pipe. See what I mean? I can feel it. Well, let's talk about the speed lip first. When you draw, you feel the smoke going up towards the top of your mouth rather than straight to your tongue. The whole idea of a peel lip is to avoid tongue bite because it's not hitting your tongue. It's going upwards. And that is quite nice, actually. See, the problem is, well, it's not a problem. It's an advantage for me that I don't suffer from tongue bite. But for those who do, this will be ideal. The peel lip with a filter, well, tongue bite will be a thing of the past. Delicious blend, really nice. Yeah, you do feel the smoke. You can actually see it billowing out from the top. Let me do this again. You can't see it now. Yeah, before it was like so. The enjoyment of the smoke is actually very nice. The only thing I gotta see how I get used to it, because I need to hold it in a certain angle. I don't think my brother thought that through. Smoke getting into your eye. Let me try it again. Yeah. Smoke is getting into my eye. It's just right underneath. So the only solution for me is to hold the bowl in my hand, not as a clenching pipe. So the bowl is away from my eye. Okay. I can do that. The peel lip is not bad at all. I did hear from other people that it takes a bit of time getting used to a peel lip. Well, I'm not entirely sure what they mean by that, because for me it's no problem. Yeah. To give it another relight. I'm used to clenching it. That's the only thing. That's all right. Why is that? No, that's getting into my eye. So I cannot clench this pipe. Yeah. You see, sometimes you buy or you get a gift or anything and you don't know how it's going to pan out until you actually smoke the pipe. yeah, and the smoke is not healthy when it actually hits the eye. It's no good for your eye. So this pipe, I'm gonna have to smoke by holding it. Lucky that this bowl is so comfortable to hold, because it fits in the palm of your hand, because of this bulbous size. It is a perfect to hold. It feels so good. So you have to hold it in a certain angle. I wonder if any of you guys experienced this, smoking this Professor Sherlock Holmes Professor by Peterson. This shape, bent billiard. Did you ever come across this problem that hits the eye, the smoke? Let me know in the comments. How do you deal with that? Well, very happy with the pipe itself. I love the look of it. I love the shape of it, except for the problem that I just talked about, the smoke getting into my eye. The fact that it's filtered is superb. I can smoke blends. They'll produce no heat and no harshness. Yeah, I should have maybe packed the bowl a bit more, but never mind. We're coming towards the end of the video anyways. The airflow is very smooth, and the P-lip is quite nice. You don't feel at all on your tongue. So the smoke is hitting the top of your mouth, which is not as sensitive as your tongue. So this is quite a genius idea. You can see it how it's billowing out from that hole. Yeah. Yeah, the only thing is I can't clench it. I do like clenching it, especially when I do work. It's convenient. But well, now it's not happening, but it will happen soon. This minute it's not happening, so I'm not sure what it is all about. It did happen before. This is the update on this pipe. Well, first of all, what I'm smoking in it is the McBaron Capstan Blue, which is a pure Virginia, and the 9mm filter in here, and the P-lip, well, butter smooth smoking experience. But I shoved it into my bowl. As you can see, these are flake, and yeah, it needs a bit of relighting. Now, I've been smoking this pipe on every time I want to smoke a blend within the Virginias and the Vapors, you know. It was this pipe, because I want to really break it in already. It's getting there. It's starting to get a very nice thin layer of carbon. Now, the update is that, yeah, I still get a problem if I clench the pipe, it gets into my eye. And the funny thing is, the interesting rather, on this pipe, this is the Peterson Christmas 2024, which is not quite, it's, yeah, but it's a similar, it's a bent, right? With this one, I haven't got no issues at all. And I'm not entirely sure why that is. Maybe the angle of the pipe is away from my eye. And as well with this one, there's another Peterson. This is the Killarney Red. Also a gorgeous pipe, non-filtered as well. Also I haven't got a problem. As you can see, it's away from my eyes. But this one, and this is as well, it's also fairly bent. Yeah, this is an apple shape, I think. But anyway, with this pipe, I've got a problem. So what do? Well, I hold it. Now the bowl is super comfortable due to the texture of the pipe itself, of the wood, and the size. It is ideal to hold in your hand. So I took off as well this bit here, the protective rubber, because I'm not clenching it. So that's the way I smoke it. It's a superb smoker. It is amazing pipe. The draw is smooth, it burns even, it doesn't get hot, the walls are thick. It's a very good quality pipe. But I just don't clench it, that's all. Now the P-lip takes me a bit of time to get used to, because what happens is, if I put it in my lips and I clench my lips to draw, you're actually blocking the hole. So you need to find the right angle where to actually fit it in your mouth, and then you feel the air drawn in when you draw. Yeah, so it's taken me time to get used to the P-lip, but the idea of the P-lip is to avoid tongue bite, and that works wonders. I spoke since to quite a few who've got P-lips, and yeah, they avoid the tongue bite through the P-lip. Well, this is the update. So I'm very happy with the pipe. My brother was a bit upset. I said that he said he didn't think that it's going to be a problem. Some people don't have this problem, as you know. I mean, some people clench it. Maybe their face is different, or the jaw is in a different angle. I'm not sure. But the fact is that if I do clench it, I do get some smoke in my eye, and that bothers me very much. So the solution is hold it, and especially my armchair here, well, my office chair basically, is I've got supporters, so it is perfect. And when I am in the garden, I also got, but anyway, in any case, holding it is the solution for me, and it is very comfortable to hold, so that's problem gone. Capstan tastes delicious in this pipe. I smoke quite a few Virginias in here. Very smooth draw. All in all, it is a lovely pipe. So if you've got the same pipe and you got the same problem, well, do what I do. Hold it in your hand and smoke. The quality of the smoke compensates on this issue that is, I think, might be individual, not a problem everywhere, because otherwise people wouldn't have bought this Sherlock Holmes shape. Yeah, most of them are this shape, either billiard or different type. If you need to clench and you have to clench, well, let me just put this on just to see again. I mean, you can clench it. It's a perfect clencher, chin hanger. But smoke is getting into my eye, into my right eye. If you smoke this and you don't come across that problem, fine. Yeah, perfect. For me personally, it's a problem. Yeah. So, because I'm holding it in my hand, not clenching it, it's, well, you can smoke it as well with the bit on. In fact, if you got the bit on, your lips sort of hold the bit in your mouth, and the hole is just right here. So it's actually quite convenient. but I prefer the thin, the slim shape of the stem in my mouth if I don't clench it, because yeah, you feel the thickness of the rubber bit. Anyway, so this was the update. I'll finish my bowl now on the Sherlock Holmes Professor in regards of how do I smoke it now to enjoy the pipe. I really enjoyed this pipe, and yeah, very pleased with it. It's going to become one of my regular rotation pipes, but just I'll hold it in my hand rather than clenching it. Right, so I wish you a good day, and I'll see you very soon on the next video. Until then, take care. Bye for now.